Thank you very much. Right, it's that time. It's final wrap. Um, and I apologise. No, I don't apologise for saying lots of thank yous because I think it's very important. The first one goes to all of you for investing your time and money in attending this conference and helping us to build the SATE brand and, of course, grow the TEA, not just in the US but globally. And this conference program has become even more exciting as we grow it and see more nationalities taking part. And the survey forms are going out. You've got an opportunity to say what you think in English or Chinese. Please take that opportunity. If you feel that you can do better than any of us, then please speak up and volunteer to speak when the next call for speakers goes out. I'd like to move on to thank Shendi for hosting us and providing this facility for our conference. And I would like to say a really big thank you to the team that have put this together. Christine Kerr for curating our speakers. Paul for working away at sponsors and helping solve all the technical problems that we did over the last 2 or 3 days to ensure this all happened. And Thomas for rounding up people around the country to, again, assist in making this happen. My son Tim for not panicking when people give him presentations at the last minute. David for doing a good job on the audio. And not least, but Amy and her colleague in the back here for keeping up with us. And Lindsay out front for being a fantastic event manager. So I think at this point, I'd like to invite Michael to close out.
Thanks, David. If you can go to the next slide for me, Tim. As you know, David told us yesterday our sponsors are the backbone of our organization. And once again, I'd like to thank the global partners that sponsor us on an annual basis. And again, Walt Disney Imagineering, Christie, Wanda, Chimelong, and Universal Creative. And also, I'd like to thank all the sponsors that backed us here at this conference. I think the conference is fabulous. It's the first time that I have been to a SATE in Asia. Can you go to the next slide, Tim? And also last month I was at the SATE in France. And again, the group that put these together worked tirelessly for almost a year to do so. And I'd like to thank them again. I can't take any credit for that. They've done all the work, and I get to stand up here and make sure they get acknowledged. And we're going to be having our third SATE in the end of September in Seattle, the US SATE. So this is the third year now that we've done 3 SATEs, and this will be a trend moving forward, actually a guarantee moving forward. And it's actually wonderful that David has started this trend for us, and he'll probably keep it going, but at some point, I think he'll probably want to, give the baton to some other people. So before I close, just want to say on an international basis, what we're doing at the International Board is 3 major things, 3 major initiatives. We had a strategic planning meeting back in January, and we decided that the 3 most important things for us were our educational programs. So we're looking at those at a strategic level and trying to determine how they continue. You've brought it all up to a high level here, and we'll continue that, but also looking at all of our other programs. I think the list we currently have has 15 different types of programs that we run. So we're looking at those and making sure that they're all at the level of this conference. And we're also looking at our brand, both internally and then from the outside. How do we communicate our brand to our members and have better communication among our membership? And then also, how do we communicate our brand to folks that don't know about us or are in different sort of vertical markets that we want to bring into this organization? And finally, most importantly, is our global expansion. We're looking at global expansion, and we're focusing on the European and Middle Eastern division, but also most importantly on Asia Pacific. This is one of our biggest focuses, and we've planted some seeds here, but I'd say we really have to start growing them. And again, we're looking at what we're doing here. We just hired a consulting firm that's going to do a little bit of research with us. And then I will say over the next year, you'll probably see a lot more activity, a lot more growth here. So on that note, I'd like to thank you all again for coming. I think it's a fabulous conference. I'd like to, again, thank everyone, give them a round of applause for those that helped put this all together, and also all of you for coming. Appreciate it.
So the program from now is to make your way outside of the conference hall up to the first floor, I think it was, for photographs. I'm looking for Henry, he's disappeared. But we'd like to get a big group photograph up the stairs, sorry, on the escalators, wasn't it? Yeah, on the first floor. And then it's out to the buses, and you've got 2 buses, 2 choices. So one was to the Shendi Exhibition Centre, which I believe has got quite an interesting exhibition on the way that the Shanghai Park was created. And the other then is hotel tour and basically making your way into Disney Town. I was going to say Disney Springs, Disney Town, and to our restaurant tonight. So again, thank you very much. Thank you.